Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Devvon in raw form, and welcome to another Help Me Devvon raw tutorial. And today, in this Help Me Devvon raw tutorial, I am proud to announce that the good folks at Antares have offered 3 people from the HMD squad Auto-Tune Unlimited for free. One person will receive a 3-year subscription, another person will receive a 2-year subscription, and another person will receive a 1-year subscription. All you have to do is, in the link in the description below, give us your email, your name, and you're entered to win. So right below, you'll see the link. It'll lead you to the place where you just enter your email, your name, and you're entered to win. Shortly after this video, we will announce the 3 winners. Now, a lot of people, pretty much you out there watching, say to yourself, what is in the Auto-Tune Unlimited bundle as far as what's in the actual suite in the subscription? Well, let me show you exactly what's in it. So if you look in here, it's everything. You can look and you can see right here, you get Auto-Tune Pro, Auto-Tune Artist, Auto-Tune EFX, Auto-Tune Access, the entire collection of Avox plugins, Auto Key, free upgrades and new releases, and so much more stuff as far as education and support. Now, within this tutorial, I'm going to show you some things in the actual bundle that you probably overlook. Now, I'm an avid user of a lot of Antares' plugins and other things besides just the popular and pretty much industry standard in pitch correction, Auto-Tune. But there's a lot of plugins that I actually use within my mixes as well that are from Antares that I love. And now that you're actually have full access to this with getting it from a monthly subscription to have access to all of the plugins, I think this is extremely powerful to have at your fingertips and at an affordable price now. So I'm going to show you a few different plugins that I'm sure a lot of you are probably overlooking that I think you guys should be using in your mixes and it could be really dope in your workflow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break a golden rule of mine. So I never like to show you guys how I do my ad-libs. I have this very special thing that I do to my ad-libs. Well, the secret's out. What I'm using is a very special plugin from Antares. A lot of you have asked me to show you how I do my ad-libs. Well, I'm going to show you right now. Basically, I'm going to show you how I take the vocal from this sound to this sound. This really beautiful angelic type sound, and this is basically what I do when it comes to my ad-libs and stuff like that. I'll let you hear this in context with the song. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them. It's a very interesting sound, and it's something that I've uniquely found within the Antares plugins. Now, the plugin that I'm using for this particular sound is something called the Harmony Engine Generator. Now, all this plugin is a modeling harmony engine. Basically, it creates harmonies of whatever vocal that you bring into it, and it can be a mono signal. So you can take one single vocal that is basically recorded, and it can create harmonies for that particular vocal. And it does it in a really, really cool way and in a unique way that really just eliminates so much work for you to find harmonies and for you to create these very, very unique sounding sounds with your vocals. So as you can see right in here, you can basically really tailor it as well. So if I solo this and I play this, you'll see that it brings all of the duplicates as far as what it created, as far as the variation in pitches right along here. So I can take this 4, for instance, and watch what happens when I turn it down. So listen to it by itself. See that? Let's listen to what the other one is. Other one. So basically, it gave me some harmonies. It gave me some variations with the original vocal and basically found a spot for it. Now, this is the preset that I've developed myself within this and stuff like that. But you can get as creative as you want with this, and basically you get an idea of what it can do. You can affect the stereo wideness of it with the plugin and do a lot of really cool things with it. So that's one of the more powerful things that I can show you with that plugin. Next thing I'll show you is this plugin that I like also within the Auto-Tune Unlimited bundle. And that is the Avox Choir. I'm going to open this up. And basically what this choir does is it adds voices to your signal. I'll show you exactly what I mean when I say that. Check this out. That I just want to hit and I don't want to know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that a young hitter scoring on you. Now watch me manipulate this a little bit just to get it even tighter. Check this out. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell that you're trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that a young hitter scoring on your court. I'm an all-star, homie, you a ball boy. This is a sick plugin. Now say for instance, you're a type of person that you want to create some type of difference in your chorus. You want your chorus to sound huge, or you have these vocals that are, you want to sound commanding and large. I mean, you can come right over to the Avox Choir and I mean, you can accomplish this so easy. And that's why I love this plugin. I use this a lot when it comes to poppier records, when I'm trying to create those big choruses. This is a great thing that I just come over and pull to. And it literally has just a few knobs. The functionality is insane, and you can basically see what you can do with this. It even has a stereo spread, and you can bring and collapse the entire mix to more of the middle, or you can make it wide like I just had it. So that is another one that I feel like is really important, is really powerful, that I use a lot. Another one that I use a lot on the low, and I've probably never showed you guys this, is the Avox Mutator. And long story short, to me, I use this more for pitch shifting. So when I say pitch shifting, it's kind of like that Texas sound when you're doing like chop and screw vocals and stuff like that. I'll show you exactly what I mean. So let's solo this and check this out. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell that you're trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring it. Now, I really like this plugin a lot off the strength of just how it sounds. And on top of how it naturally just takes pitches and moves them, it also has a lot of functionality in the sense of how you can manipulate that to really fine tune that sound how you want it. So if I solo this and you see over here, there's these other settings, throat length and throat width. Check out what happens when I manipulate those things. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell that you're trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring them. Now that a young hitter scoring on your court. I'm an all-star, homie, you. So you can basically find, you know, and pitch shift the vocal or whatever you're using this for the sound source, but at the same time, you can manipulate it as far as the timbre, as far as how you want that actual pitch shift to feel and sound within the mix. I love this thing. I can even take this and pitch way up as well. Check this out. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell that you're trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. Don't you never really read this ignoring the mind that a young hitter's going on. So it's a really interesting and cool sound, and you can take things like this, and what sometimes I use it for is layering. So I can create a vocal that is extremely low, take that copy and basically layer it within my original lead. And a lot of artists a lot of artists actually do this. For instance, The Weeknd, her, I noticed that they layer their vocals with these lows, and this right here allows me to create a low or a high that I can tailor depending on how I decide to match the throat length and the throat width. It's really powerful and functional in that sense. There's also this little strange little things that it has on it, which it gets its name from, Mutator, where you can really get some really off the wall kind of sounds. Check this out. Can't you tell that you're trying to get rid of competition? I can even basically bring some of the original back into it depending on how it is. So it's like a blend knob. Check this out. I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. You get the point. This thing can be extremely powerful if you guys are trying to get creative. I usually will come over to this suite and basically just try things and see what I can get out of it to separate myself from the average stuff that is out there. All right. Next thing I want to show you guys is another plugin called Avox Punch. And now what the Avox Punch thing basically does is it's called, or basically they call it an impact enhancer. And really, to my ears, I listen to this plugin and I think of it more of like a transient kind of shaper. Like it takes my transients and it brings more of an aggression to the vocal, or it makes the vocal feel like it just stands out a lot more. It really helps cut through the mix. Now, I understand to my ears also that there is limiting, there's compression, there is all kinds of dynamic processing going on into this plugin, but they've designed it where it's only three three knobs, or excuse me, three faders that you have to manipulate in order to get it out of this plugin. So check this out, what it does. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that a young hitter scoring on your court. I'm an all-star, homie, you a ball boy. I don't mean to sound facetious, but they need... It's a really, really cool sound. It really adds impact to the vocal. It feels like those transients are cutting through, and you'll notice when you put this inside your mix that you can get a vocal sound that really can just cut through that mix entirely just from one fader. It adds impact to your vocal. I really like this plugin. It reminds me a lot of remnants of parallel compression just in one whole place. Now, granted, it isn't parallel compression, but it has that feeling of when you smash something and bring it up with a ball of audio, but you can hear it. It doesn't destroy the dynamics of the vocal. It really just adds more presence, and it feels like it'll cut right through that mix a lot better. So another plugin that I really, really love and I feel like is super under the radar and a lot of people don't know about is a plugin from Antares called Mic Mod. Now, what Mic Mod does is basically lives up to its name. It's a mic modeling plugin. Long story short, if you have a specific type of microphone, what this plugin can do is it can change or alter the characteristics of your microphone to match those of other popular microphones. So it allows you to say, or it asks you, what is your source? What is the closest sonic sounding microphone that is in this list that matches your microphone? So for instance, if I go on over here, this actual recording that I recorded this vocal with was recorded with a Neumann TLM 103. Well, I could go right over here to the Neumann company, click TLM 103, and boom, I have the source mic sound. Now, for me, I know in my head that when it comes to a Neumann TLM 103, that it really shines in the high end side. There's a slight bump in that high mid section. In the low mid or the mid range section, there's a little bit less as compared to another microphone I have called the AKG C414. Now with the AKG C414, I noticed that I get a little bit more of a mid-range presence. It's a little bit duller on the top end, but I get a nice mid-range presence that I like to use a lot of times for rappers. So I tested this to see if it was accurate or if it just represented this kind of translation pretty well, and check out for yourself. So first and foremost, this is how the Neumann TLM 103 setting sounds. Listen close. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters. Okay, so that's the TLM 103 setting. Now let's go on over here, click AKG C414. Now I want you to listen closely to this vocal and hear if it changed the sonic characteristic. I'll keep bypassing this back and forth just to give you an idea of what it sounds like. Now granted, like I told you, you'll notice probably a roll off or a little bit of a duller top end as far as that high mid frequency is concerned, and you'll notice a nice little bump in the mid range. So check this out, I'll bypass it back and forth. I did record this with a Neumann TLM 103. Okay, so without first. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it. We just so it's slight, and I'm excited that it's slight because everything that I experienced with the AKG C414 in comparison to the Neumann is true, and it actually did this pretty well in my head. I noticed that I got a little bit more of a bump in the mid range, and I noticed that the top range was a little bit duller than the Neumann TLM 103, which is very true. Now we can even take this a step further. If I go on over to a Sony C800, which is a pretty popular mic and known for it's mostly known for its high top end presence, this beautiful top end. Let's see if it even translates this pretty well going from this. So without first. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know. You hear that? Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that a young hitter. So with the Sony C800, I always notice, and I always love this microphone, very expensive microphone, by the way, that it gets this really nice high mid presence, like this really, really nice brilliance that it has at the top end, and it translated it. It gave me that characteristic within a plugin. It gave me the sound of a very expensive microphone from mine. Now, granted, if you have no matter what microphone you have, I'm sure within this list you can find a microphone that is related to yours. They have things from Behringer, things from AKG, Audio Technica, which I know a lot of you guys have this microphone, stuff from Rode, a bunch of popular microphone companies that I'm sure some of you actually have in your arsenal already that you can use, and basically you can have 70 microphones within a plugin, and it's really, really nice. And I like that it's subtle, and that's the big thing about this with me. It's a very subtle plugin, but it does so much if you're looking for a specific sound because you're working with certain microphones, etc. So the other thing that it also does, which I feel like is a really nice added bonus, is that it has this tube saturation button, which I think is really, really sick. And what the tube saturation is going to do is it's going to add some harmonics. It's going to add a little bit of saturation, a little bit of tube saturation, which you'll notice with the mid-range. You'll notice that the highs will feel a little bit crispier. When it comes to tube saturation, you'll notice that it adds extra harmonics to your song or your sound source, and it can be very, very pleasing to your ear. So check this out. Let's see what it does with the Sony C800G setting on as well. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that a young. So you can hear it. It added some harmonics. It got that mid-range just got really, really strong, and the highs just got accented a bit more. And this is really dope in its functionality as far as being able to do that within the plugin. It also has these very powerful things that people overlook probably as well. Proximity. Basically, the more you crank this, the more you'll get that proximity effect, aka you're getting closer to the mic. So you can really just tailor this to whatever you want the sound to be. If I take this and bring the Neumann microphone closer to the mic, listen close. That I just wanna hit and I don't wanna know you. Yeah. Can't you tell they just trying to get rid of competition? Forget them hitters, forget them rumors. They can never win it, we just ignoring. They mad that it. So, true to sound, the further you get away from your microphone, the brighter you'll notice it is. But the closer you get to a microphone, you'll notice you'll get that proximity effect, aka that mid-range, that bass, that bottom end will get a lot louder in your face. A lot of really, really sick things that you can do by getting the Auto-Tune Unlimited bundle, and doing this is, I mean, you get some really creative shaping plugins that I feel like can help you stand apart from the competition. I think a lot of people actually have some of these plugins and they just don't use them, or they don't know about them. And so a lot of people will stick to just the auto-tune. But there's a lot of different things in here that are extremely functional and extremely powerful. Even with the auto-tune artists and all the other auto-tune actual plugins, there's so many things like the new flex tune knob that basically gives a more realistic playback of the variation in pitches and the humanized function. There's so many different things that you can use as far as in the Auto-Tune Unlimited package that is extremely helpful and extremely powerful to you. So make sure in the description below that you actually go to that link, give your name, your email, and basically just wait it out and you receive an email to see if you are one of the 3 lucky people to win a 3-year subscription, a 2-year subscription, or a 1-year subscription. So make sure you comment, like, subscribe. I hope that was very, very helpful. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you hit us at helpmedevon@gmail.com. You can also follow us at helpmedevon on the Instagram. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, once again, make sure you comment below. Join our Discord community and our Twitch streams. Everything is in the description below. You can visit helpmedevon.info as well for our templates, vocal chains, and dope presets. And until next time, you guys, good luck.